So welcome back. I am a reporter of Japanese Public Broadcasting Corporation (NHK), and next week, President will go to Japan and meet Prime Minister Abe. What are you looking forward to meet him, and what are you looking forward to talk about?
Well,
And last week, Japan donate Coast Guard ship. Like this, Japan government has a concern about dispute about South China Sea, and next week, do you plan to talk about the dispute about the South China Sea?
well, I didn't get your questions in totality, but I'll just answer you. First, yes, I'm going to China to visit Japan. Well, Japan nga pala. Ako yung antok. I'm going to Japan maybe, I don't know, kailan yun? Engineer, I'm going to Japan to visit your country. I don't know if it's just an official visit or state visit. To me, it's just the same. And of course, I have to talk to Minister Abe and the rest of the officials of the Japanese government. Maybe go to the diet to just see it for myself. I have looked at the place from the outside that I was not really able to go in. My talks with the Japanese government, particularly the premier, would really be solely on, well, most of it actually is economic cooperation, and of course, shared interest. Now, the most important thing there is the shared interest is really, if I get what you are driving at, is about the South China Sea. You know, I said I cannot talk for your country. I have to wait until I meet Minister Abe, what we would really be talking about. But the South China Sea has been the contention with several other countries vis-a-vis against China. The award to my country was on the arbitral decision, and it said that that piece of property there, if at all, is really part of our exclusive economic zone. It has nothing to do with the territorial waters. But if you are entitled to a fish fund, as agreed upon by all, that each country shall own a fish fund of its own for its sustenance, that is what it is being talked about in that judgment. I told everybody, and I told China, I cannot surrender anything there. And in passing, I mentioned, they said that, they answered that at least what was, we do not want trouble there. We can only talk. And we hope that your country will not, do something foolish to start a violent war or incident. And I said no. And we cannot talk about it because I cannot give or promise anything which I cannot do under the laws of my land, particularly the Constitution. And that would be maybe also the meat of what I would tell your minister, that we can only agree to talk peacefully, resolve the dispute, and maybe come up with something that is good for everybody. Just maybe. In other words, if you're asking me now, since I have to talk to Minister Abe, I cannot make any projections of what will happen. But to the Chinese government, I said, well, if that is the thing, that is what is in your mind, because that is also my stand, we will find a day to talk about it only on the issue of the South China Sea and no topic at all. It could be bilateral, depends on the development, it could be multilateral, and that would include Japan. Those are what I suggested in the future.